Hey guys, Suno here, and in this video, I'll be going over how you can use AI and Clay to basically build a workflow that allows you to create personalized ideas for your prospects, completely unique and relevant ideas that they can, benefit from, customized according to the solution that you offer. This will allow you to, of course, get better response rates and conversions. And the reason why this workflow really works is because, again, it's really customized, it's really specific, and you're leading with value, right? Now, usually, this workflow is limited to just generating three outbound ideas that the prospect can use, It's just used for outbound services and things like that. But I'm saying, first, there are a lot of people who have already realized this, but I'm just saying that this is not just limited to outbound. You can use it for whatever solution that you have, you know. And by the way, shout out to Eric Nowalski for coming up with this idea. I mean, that dude, the genius, and yeah, shout out to him, and probably check him out as well if you want. His name is Eric Nowalski, by the way. If you didn't catch it the first time I said it. So, with that being said, what we are doing here is let me walk you through the table, right? Now we're using Claygen here to basically research the company's website and check what they do, what the services they offer, what their ICP is, and things like that. Basically, you're having it find out what the company exactly does, and then we are coming up with three specific, practical, and concise ideas tailored to the company website to speed up month-end close and improve reporting accuracy. Right? This is a very specific solution that we're coming up with ideas for, right? And yeah, we're using Claygen here. The input just the company website, of course, because the company website contains enough information on what they do, who they serve, what specific products, services, their offers they have, solutions that they have, things like that. There's usually enough information here. Now, if that alone is not enough, then what you can do is you can go into the LinkedIn company profile, research that as well, put that as an input in the Clayton prompt. Or you could also potentially, feed the LinkedIn profile of the founder of the company as well, key decision maker of the company. Because the founder is better because they own the company. It's their baby. The company is their baby, right? So they're going to be having you know, there's a high likelihood that they have a lot of information about the company, usable information that is. Now, if you've taken that, and there are clearly three ideas. Of course, I'm using the OpenAI GPT 4.1 mini model with my own API key, so I'm not spending Clay credits here. It was one of the key hacks to like save money when it comes to Clay, right? Because if you just use the credits, you're going to be spending a lot of money. You could reduce your costs by integrating with API, right? Now, why am I starting the controversy, right? Well, sometimes AI can make mistakes as well, right? The value or the input is not good enough. So what you can do is extract the confidence, put that into a separate column, filter for basically the ones that have less than high, confidence. If it's not very high or if it's not high, if it's not either of the two, then what we can do, if it's medium or low, for example, then what we can do is we can filter and get those values lower and then read on the prompt again, right? That way you are able to improve the outputs you're able to get. Because if you're running for a lot of rows, maybe thousands of rows, the chances are you're going to be having situations where you're getting outputs with low or medium confidence. We don't want that. Most likely, that means that the output is not good, and we gotta refine That's another hack that you can use as well. And the three areas that have been generated, I'll show you one for an example. Implement automated reconciliation software to standardize and speed up cash and account reconciliations, reduce manual errors and processing time, integrate existing ERP and treasury tools with task management systems to enhance process visibility and ensure timely completion of monthly activities, automate documentation, exception handling, and bid and certification process to improve reporting accuracy and free up staff for high value analysis. They're very specific ideas, not generic bullshit that there are not many people and not no one's interested in, right? So, yeah, that's what we're doing here. And of course, what we're also doing this table to increase uh, uh, the amount of the data that we're getting is sometimes, right, you don't get the website of a company. The scraping tools don't get the website of the company. And what we do is to fill in the gaps, we basically have Clearbit find to find the domains, right? Of course, it's set to be, conditional, it's set up in a conditional way, right? Conditional run, that's what you call it, right? Where you only have it run on if this column, there's an empty value here. In the website column, if there is an empty cell, only then it will run. If the website is empty, then it will run, it will try and fetch domain, and then if it fetches it, it pushes it into the domain column, and then this is a merge column, right? Basically, it checks uh, the first this website column and then the domain column. If the website column is empty and the domain column is returning a value, it fetches the domain, and then puts it into the merge, and vice versa, right? So that's how this works. Let me know if this was useful. And if you need any help with building any custom workflows for your company for a specific use case, a problem, or challenge that you want to solve, or maybe you have a specific idea that you want to execute, let me know. Book a call with me using the link below and we can just walk through it. With that being said, have a good one, and I look forward to see you in the next video.